1 year since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in the country, Kenya, like many developing countries, can now be counted among users of the Oxford Astra-Zeneca vaccine in the ongoing fight against the highly contagious coronavirus. Scientists, however, say there is need to embark on epidemiology studies and virus sequencing in order to identify any new strains as the microorganism keeps mutating, hence challenging the immune system.
From the onset of the novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, a number of countries across the globe, with the guidance of World Health Organization, embarked on development of a vaccine. Scientists say the journey has not been easy.
Of all the various candidates which have been developed, you have to screen them for safety and also for efficacy. Now, in addition to that, you will also be looking at the various, logistical issues like the distribution.
Dr. George Orinda is an immunologist at the biochemistry department at Kenyatta University. He says that the most important step is to identify potential vaccine candidates vis-a-vis the strain targeted to be vaccinated against. The novel coronavirus, which was first reported in Wuhan, China in 2019, had its first vaccine candidate, Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, receive its first emergency use authorization issued by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in December 11th, 2020. At the time, only a few countries, mostly first and second world, could access it due to its high cost and logistical challenges. Shortly after, on December 18, 2020, the Moderna vaccine received the emergency use authorization, becoming the second COVID-19 vaccine candidate to be approved. However, African and low-income countries were not lucky and had to wait a bit longer. Through COVAX, the Global Alliance in Vaccine Development and Distribution, a third vaccine candidate that was said to be friendly to the African country environment, the Oxford Astra-Zeneca, was developed, and Kenya, among other countries, embarked on clinical trials. The CHADOX-1 and COVID-19 trials, still ongoing at the Kenya Medical Research Institute Kilifi Wellcome Trust, had positive results in efficacy and safety. Consequently, on February 15, 2021, the Oxford Astra-Zeneca vaccine was approved by the World Health Organization for use in developing countries. And just a week to the 1-year anniversary of the first COVID-19 case in the country, Kenya secured 1.02 million doses, and inoculation of targeted groups is underway.
Yes.
As more vaccines become available, we are going to ensure we are able to bring as many and people can have choices. But at the moment, the vaccines are not just there.
Yes.
Yet, this disease can kill you. Mm-hmm. Would you take caution by vaccination now, or we wait until you are in an ICU and we say, oh, I wish?
Vaccine experts, however, opine that the administration of the vaccine should be followed by epidemiology surveys and sequencing of the virus during tests, as the microorganism is prone to mutation.
That we need to be a major contributor to what we call epidemiological surveillance of the new types of this the COVID virus, so that at least we can map out the circulating strains in this country. And as we are doing that, we need to do what we call the virus sequencing. We need to sequence. And it is very simple, because I think of all the samples which we are using to do the tests or for testing, that is also the sample we can use to do the sequencing, so that at least we can know what kind of changes in the genome of the virus is occurring and at what rate.
Mutation occurs when the virus or pathogen changes its genetic sequence to escape the immune system. It may be a challenge if a new variant turns to be infectious.
One is the potential challenge when it comes to diagnosis, because the molecular diagnosis is using the N gene and the S gene, and the sensitivity of the path, or called the TAC path test, is targeting those two genes. And so if you are looking at the molecular diagnosis of the virus vis-a-vis the mutation, then the sensitivity can go down because of the new variants which are going to arise.
Experts are calling for sensitization to restore public confidence in the vaccine, which will help boost immunity. Dr. Orinda notes, just like any other vaccine, side effects will be there but minimal.
You will realize that the benefits are more than the challenges, which to some, I think some of them have not been properly documented. And so they should not scare people if we have to benefit from this program.
Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali and Nigeria are some of the other African countries that have so far received the AstraZeneca vaccine doses. Bottom line, researchers say there is need to equip research centers to facilitate vaccine development locally going forward. Kamche Menza for Channel 1 News.